Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am located on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And it is going to be fun tonight as we make another Christmas card. Week 10 of my 12 weeks of Christmas. And tonight we're going to be making a card using the Cottage Wreaths dies and Cottage Wreaths stamp set and Country Wreath dies. That's a mouthful and a half. I got some stuff to share with you after we make the card, so hang around till the end. Now, I'm hoping somebody shows up so they can tell me that I have got sound, because I've been having issues with the sound. So let me just go over to YouTube and see if I can tell if I have sound or not. There's the live stream. Okay. It's live now. Okay. All right, well, we're going to go with it. I'm sure somebody will show up at some point. I've been having issues with sound and picture, but it's all happening over on Facebook, and YouTube seems to be okay. All right, so I'm going to flip you around, and I'm going to offer you a chocolate tonight. I added a few different things. I have a Ferrero Rocher, if anybody would like that. Hi, Janet. Oh, Janet, good. Can you tell me if the sound is working, please? And I have a dark chocolate Ghirardelli square as well as the rest of them. So please have a chocolate. And we're going to make a card. So here's the card we're going to make. This is an easel card. So I've cut it or made it in. Sound is working. Oh, good. All right. So inside there is a bow, and it's popped up on dimensionals, and that's what is the anchor for the easel card. Now, easel cards are one of my favorite cards to create. And here's the rest of the inside, and there's the envelope. All right, so I'm going to be using Real Red, Pretty Peacock, and Lost Lagoon. Bit of Wink of Stella, of course, Wink of Stella. Cottage Wreaths stamp set. Now, this was last year, I do believe, last year's holiday catalog, and it stuck around, and I'm excited because it also has Halloween in it, and it has fall things in it. So it's really versatile. You can do so many seasons with it. And there's the dies, and I'm going to give you a trick on how to line up the die with the stamped image. And the sentiment comes from Brightest Glow. It's the Merry Christmas, as well as one of the ones for the inside. I don't remember which one I chose. And then Exposed Brick embossing folder. And I'm going to finish it off with some 2022 to 24 in color pearls. All right. So how is everybody tonight? Thank you so much for joining me on YouTube. I have one more live demonstration on YouTube, and then I have one queued up for you for the 5th of December, because that's the day we're on our way back from visiting up north for our grandson's birthday. Okay, so I have a card base, and I'm using Moody Mauve for this one. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I have scored it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And we're going to fold that in half. I've got it folded in half, and then I'm going to fold the other one in half as well. So we have our front looks like this, and that gives you the easel part. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. and another piece for the front. I'm going to emboss it and put it on the front. And I also have a piece of Moody Mauve that is 5.5 by 4.25, because I like to have support for my easel parts, and I'm going to add an extra piece on there. And then we have a strip of in color luster paper. Look at that. Ooh, this paper is so lovely. It was on sale last week. Did anybody pick up some of the luster paper when it was on sale for the seasonal sale? Then I have a piece of basic white that is 3 by 3 to do the wreath on. I have a piece of basic white that is 1.5 by 2.5-ish. Oh, no, this one, 1.5 by 2.5 to do the inside bow. And this one is 3 by 2, and I'm going to do the sentiment, and then I'm going to show you how I got that half a circle. Then I have another piece of the in color luster paper in Moody Mauve. Look at the shine on that. And that's for the bow on the front. Now, on this one, I used the Pretty Peacock glimmer paper that's in, or shimmer paper that's in the fine shimmer. I do believe that's the name of it. I forgot to write it down. And then I have a piece of Winter Meadow designer paper that is 5 1/8 by 2. And it's 5 1/8 by 2 on this one, but I cut this one 5 1/4 because I want it to go right from side to side. I didn't want any border around the second one. Okay, so we're going to carry on, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to line up the die and the stamps. So on the die, you might notice, hi Marcia, there is a little arrow right there. Thank you. And on the stamp set, there is an arrow right there and an arrow right there. So when your stamp is in the case and it's sitting on its stamped image, that's, you need to pay attention to where that arrow is, because that arrow lines up with this arrow, lines up with that arrow when you come to cut it. So what I did was I just took a Sharpie and I put an arrow on both images. So on the back of them. So it doesn't affect the stamping at all. What it does is it allows you to line them up, and then allows you, hi Connie, it allows you to get the die lined up as well with that arrow. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Now, I got out Pretty Peacock because I completely forgot that I'm doing Moody Mauve. So I think I want to do a Moody Mauve. So what color do you think I should use with Moody Mauve? Oh, I just threw it on the floor. So we'll use Moody Mauve, but then I'm going to need a darker one to put on there. And maybe Blackberry Bliss. What do you think? Maybe Blackberry Bliss? I'm thinking those two. So comment and let me know if you think Blackberry Bliss for the other color. And then I'm thinking instead of Real Red for the sentiment, I'll use Pretty Peacock. Blackberry Bliss. Yes, Connie, perfect. Yes. Okay, so there is two different stamps. There is one that's a little bit fuller. This has got the leaves on it, and then this is just the sticks to put on top. So I'm going to do the leaves in Moody Mauve. Oh, everybody agrees with Moody Mauve. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, then I'm going to get my pencil. So ink it up with Moody Mauve, and I'm going to put an X on the paper like that. And you see the X there? And that's where I'm going to put that arrow. And we will stamp that. Ooh, that turned out pretty. Okay, now we're going to use Blackberry Bliss for the twig. And because I've got that X there that shows me where the arrow needs to be, then I'll be able to place that arrow and get it pretty well lined up. Now it doesn't line up exactly, but if you keep the arrow in the arrow, it's pretty darn close. I'm just going to move it around a bit. There we go. So I got the arrow there and the X there. And oh yeah, perfect. Oh yeah. You know me and how much I like Blackberry Bliss. I tell you, it's got to be my favorite. Okay, so there's the arrow. It's right there on that little pointy thing. So I'm going to put that there, and then it's not going to be too hard to line up, I hope, to line up the die cut. Sure. After all that, I'm wrong. Right? Good Lord, love a duck. You know, it worked with my other one. This one, it worked perfectly. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure out where it goes. Oh, I'm sorry. This was easy because maybe I've got the wrong die. Hang on. I've got the wrong die. No wonder it wasn't lining up. There's two dies. So there's this one, and then there's this one. This is the one I need, not this one. This one cuts out just the twigs, but I want to pay attention to the whole thing. That's why it wasn't working out. So I still have, there's still the arrow on there. You see, I put a little bit of tape on there so I remembered. Look at that. It works when you get it in the right die. Good gosh. Oh well, you know, it is what it is. There we go. So I'm lining that die up. Now we're going to put that little bit of Post-it tape on here so I hold it in place while I move it over there. Now, while I cut that out, I might as well cut out the bow at the same time. So we'll get that. So what have you been doing since last night? How many of you found the, there we go, my live last night? I didn't get it streamed to my VIP group. It was only on my page after, I think it took me almost 20 minutes to get it there. Between it not working and the sound not working, and oh man, it was another disaster. But I did get a message from them today that it's an issue with Facebook not talking properly to StreamYard, and they're working on it. So my response was, work faster. Connie was busy. Oh dear. Janet found the VIP group. Yeah, I found the VIP group too. Okay, so there's our wreath. Now I'm going to take Pretty Peacock because the paper has Pretty Peacock, so that'll work. Okay. Oh, Connie's visiting her grandbaby. How exciting! Oh, I'm so happy for you, Connie. I hope your trip there went well. It is Thanksgiving happening in the States this weekend. So happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a happy Thanksgiving, and you get to eat lots of stuff, lots of Thanksgiving stuff. Okay, so I stamped this in Pretty Peacock. And then when I got the card made, I thought, what if I did this as a half a circle? So that kind of mimicked the circle of that. So I stamped it on a piece of basic white down near the bottom. And I'm just going to use the 2 3/8 inch circle punch to punch this out. And there we go. We get the half a circle. Oh, good. Yay, baby stuff. Who doesn't like baby stuff, eh? Okay, so now I need for the inside, I'm going to use Moody Mauve and stamp the bow and then die cut that. There we go. And might as well stamp the envelope while I'm here, because I stamped a bow and then I stamped a couple of the branches on the envelope as well. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to die cut the bow. Die cut the bow. So my box arrived today with all my new products in it from the new catalog that's coming out in January. So I'm going to be live tomorrow night about, I don't know, 7:30-ish. I haven't really decided what time yet, but I'm going to go live on my Facebook page and show you all the stuff. I've gotten it out. I've had a look at it. And it's so cool. And I'll be able to show you what the focus or the featured products will be for our spring creative escape that is happening on February the 25th. Okay, got the bow. Now where's my inside piece? Got lots of our pieces done already. Let's get them off to the side. This is the inside piece. And I want Lost Lagoon. Now, maybe Lost Lagoon. Maybe I'll use Pretty Peacock. Okay, tell me, which color do you think I should do the branches in on the inside and the envelope? There's the bow's going to go over top like that. Should I use, this is the piece of designer paper we're using, and it doesn't really have Lost Lagoon in it. What color should I do? Now, while you're deciding what color that should be, I'm going to emboss this one with the exposed brick embossing folder. Now, should I have garden green, shaded spruce, maybe stamped off Pretty Peacock? That might work. Okay, I'm going to run this through my machine and emboss for the front. Is it misty on the branches? I do believe it is. Let me get the paper. Let me get the paper and we'll see. Okay, so we have garden green, blueberry bushel is here, misty moonlight is that, moody mauve is there, there's no pebbled path, And I don't think there's pretty peacock. And I don't think there's shaded spruce either. Maybe that's stamped off shaded spruce. Maybe stamped off shaded spruce or stamped off misty moonlight. Which one do you think? Do we want blue branches? Okay, that piece is embossed. Okay, let me get my extra piece. Oh, I didn't get my adhesives out. Oh, Lord. Have an avalanche, of course. Put some adhesive on this and we'll get it onto our Moody Mauve that is 5.5 by 4.25. Like that. I probably should have put, oh dear, I should have put the stuff on first because I just remembered. Oh, well, maybe it's the same size and I'll be fine. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Stamped off Misty Moonlight, says Janet. And put adhesive right on the edge of that. Get my silicone mat and we're going to put this on here and have about that much showing. There we go. And then we'll just trim off the excess. Like that. Stamped off Misty. So what does everybody else think? Stamped off Misty? And put adhesive around the rest of it. And line this up at the bottom. Oh yes, I like that, going right from side to side better than having that little bit of a border around there. All right, now we're going to put Stamp and Seal on the bottom and up a little ways on each side. And then we're going to put Stamp and Seal on the top. And I don't want to go right to the edge because, oh, I can, because this one goes right to the edge. Never mind. Okay, then we're going to line up the bottom of this with the bottom of the front. Let's just open that up. There we go. And there's our easel part. Now Janet says stamped off Misty Moonlight. Get the Misty Moonlight. I'll dig out a stamping paper here. Get my card out of the way. Now, this is going to go here, I think. This is kind of strategic planning now because I need to figure out where my easel's going to go. And it's going to go right there. Where's my pencil? Let me do a little bit of a pencil mark there and a little bit of a pencil mark there. That tells me where that bow is going to sit. And did I not get it? I lost the Misty Moonlight already. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we have the leaf or the branch, whatever it is. And I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off, and we'll stamp that right there. And then do the same thing at the top. And then the bow is going to be on dimensionals over top of that. Yes. Let's see. That works. Good choice, Janet. Okay, so now for the envelope, I don't have I'm not going to be putting the bow on top of it, so it's you kind of got to let go of the fact that you're stamping over top of stamping for the bottom. There we go. There's the envelope. And we'll just close this up and finish off the rest of the card. Put this one back so you can see the difference between the green one and the Moody Mauve one. We'll stick this inside, seeing as it's sitting here. So I had a bunch of running around to do today, and I don't ever go out in the mornings. I prefer to do whatever I have to, like my deliveries and everything, in the afternoon. But today I knew my box was arriving, so I had to go out early and do my deliveries. And I finished Christmas shopping today. Everything is bought. Half of it is wrapped. My what am I looking for there? My Christmas cards are 95% done and ready to pop in the mail. Some I delivered today. Some will go with me tomorrow to Sunshine Club. It's nice to know that they're done before I head off to Quesnel next week, because I always have a goal to get them out on the 1st of December at the latest. That's just been my date forever to get my stuff out. Because if I don't have a date, then I'll just put it off and put it off. Are you guys like that? Do you need to give yourself a date or you put things off? I'm like that with laundry too. We have our laundry days. See how pretty this is? Oh, I love that paper. So I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow on the bow, and we're going to attach that. So we have our dates for our laundry. The only thing I don't have a date for is cleaning the bathrooms, which I used to, and I need to get back to it because I tend to put it off and put it off till it's time for a class or I have company coming. Janet does her cards by December the 1st too. Good idea. There we go. Thank you, Connie. Now put the sentiment on there. Do you like that sentiment done like that? I figured it would be too wide if I did that. I'm thinking maybe it's a little bit too big. Maybe we need to cut it down a bit. Let me grab a piece and make a handle. And I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to cut it down a bit. And then I'm going to cut the bottom off. It's a little bit too big for my liking. I get it just. Oh, I didn't cut off much. I guess maybe it's the bottom that's the issue. There we go. That's better. A little bit. Thanks, Janet. Every once in a while, I try to come up with some new way to do the sentiment. And this felt like it needed to have a circular sentiment on it because of the wreath part. So that's why I went with what I did. So have you guys got your Christmas shopping done? Is it all ready to go? See, I like to get most of ours done before we head north to visit Blake for his birthday. And we usually leave somewhere between the 1st and the 3rd of December because his birthday's on the 6th. Now this year, we're not going to be there for his actual birthday day. We're going to be there the weekend before because his birthday is a Wednesday. It's right in the middle of the week. Okay, now this is up on dimensionals as well. So I'll just grab a couple of chunks of dimensional and put that in there. Oops. Oh, thanks, Marcia. Marcia likes the sentiment done that way, and she's not done her Christmas shopping yet. We cheated this year. For the northern grandkids, I I did the Amazon thing and had it shipped up there just in case we weren't able to go. I wanted to make sure that they would have their Christmas stuff. There we are. And I already did Blake's birthday was done in October when they give us that free shipping Tuesdays. I always send Halloween stuff up and his birthday stuff. Because the way our record has been lately with trying to get up there for his birthday, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, now we're going to finish it off with something, some kind of things, but I'm thinking that the ones I chose are not going to work with this. Maybe I won't put them on that. Maybe we'll just put them. Sure, these will work. I just won't put them on the wreath. Now these are what color? Sweet sorbet, believe it or not. So it's Sweet Sorbet and Tahitian Tide and Parakeet Party and Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky. Those are the colors that are in there. There we go. There's another Christmas card done. And it's an easel. Oh, I didn't stamp the sentiment on the inside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to do it in Moody Mauve. I ran across a couple of cards in the past couple of days as I've been addressing and writing in all of my Christmas cards. I ran across a couple that I didn't get the sentiment on the inside, so I had to stamp it. Thanks, Marcia. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad that you guys were able to join me. Now, so there's I like Moody Mauve. Do you guys like Moody Mauve? What do you think of this color, this Moody Mauve color? I think it's gorgeous. I do. Okay, so now I thought I would give you a sneaky peeky of one of the cards for my December class for the Garden Meadows. So this is the stamp set that I've featured in my class. And these are the dies. Now, you don't need, if you're buying the kits from me, you don't need the bundle because the cards have been created so that you can use any stamp set. If you're buying the tutorial or you're part of my team and you get the tutorial for free, you will need the Garden Meadow bundle in order to do this class. And I want to show you the paper because you get some of this paper and you get some. Let me get my list so I know exactly what you get in this class. Okay, so you get 12 sheets of Meandering Meadow designer paper. So this is the designer paper, and you're going to get one of each of these. So there's this pattern and that pattern look at these. Just look at this gorgeous paper. And the other side, this one's a little bright, but the other side is amazing too. Can not only these dies, but the Garden Grove dies, the aspen tree dies. They all look amazing with this paper. And look at just look. I like this paper too, Marcia. So you get, if you buy the kits, you get 12 sheets. So you get one of each of these. And that doesn't include, that's just extra paper. That doesn't include the paper that I'm cutting up for your class kits. You're going to get, there's 3 cards and you get kits to make 2 of each card. And the last one is that. It is absolutely gorgeous paper. So you're going to get 12 sheets of that, and you get, where's my card? You get, a package of dragonflies and butterflies. Now, or dragonflies and birds, they're back in stock. So I was able to order them, and hopefully they're going to arrive in time. So you get a package of these in the kit, along with those 12 sheets of 6x6 paper. You get 3 sheets of glimmer paper. So this glimmer paper, it's in Highland Heather and Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock. So you get 3 6x6 sheets, 1 of each color. You also get 5 sheets of the luster paper. So this paper, this is the in color luster paper. This is the Moody Mauve. So you get it in this year's in colors, which are Boho Blue, Copper Clay, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, and Wild Wheat. And you get 6 sheets of that, plus the kits to make 2 of each card. Now, I'm not going to share all of the cards with you, but I thought I would. The 3 class cards all are an easy, fun fold, and I've done it 3 different ways. So you have the same type of fold, 3 different sizes, using 3 different ways to put the fronts of the cards on. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to show you one of the cards. I'm not going to show you all of the cards. No, I won't show you this one. I'm going to show you this one, because this one uses the shimmer paper. So here's one of the cards we're going to use. I'm not going to show you the fold. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to show you the inside, but I will show you. There's that gorgeous Highland Heather shimmer paper that you're going to get 6x6 sheet of. Is that not gorgeous? So that's one of the cards for the class. Now, this whole thing is $45. You get all of these things. Does not include the Meadow bundle, but you don't need it because I'm going to do the die cutting for you. Does not include the decal circle dies, but you don't need them. I'm going to do that cutting for you. The stripes and splatters embossing folder, or any embossing folder you have, will work. Adhesives, acrylic blocks, ink pads, doesn't include that, but it includes all of this stuff. See all of that stuff, plus 1, 2, 3 cards. Now, if you are part of my monthly tutorial subscription, you get a tutorial for this card as well. And if you're part of my team, my first level team, get this tutorial for free every month. Every month I provide them with the tutorial. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the cards I've shared tonight. Don't forget to register for my class. I should have put the link to register in the description of the video, but I will do that after I'm done. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's tough for me to figure out where it is. Over here on this side, there is a red subscribe button. hit that subscribe button, and then hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified every time I put a video on my YouTube channel. And I'll put the link to register for my class. If you live outside of Canada, you can still take the class with us. There's a tutorial option. You buy the tutorial, my monthly tutorial subscription, a minimum of 3 months. So it's the same price as the class. It's $45, but you're going to get November, no, December, January, and February, 3 months tutorials for $45. Then you prep the kits, and I send you an invitation to stamp with us in the virtual class on the 13th of December. It's a Wednesday. So you can stamp with us even if you live outside of Canada, or you can do it using the video tutorials, because all of my classes, all of my monthly tutorial subscription has video tutorials, and I walk you through step by step how to create the card, right? Die cutting, embossing, everything. So you will know. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll be live in my Facebook page on Wednesday, November the 22nd, somewhere around 7:30. I'm going to show you the new stuff I got today. It's so awesome. I love it. And I'm going to show you early so that I can start cutting into that paper. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.